Welcome to the Church Law Tax Tips from a Pro video series. Today we'll be discussing cell phones with CPA and author Elaine Sommerville. So let's jump right in.
So along those lines, setting a policy and parameters as far as what's appropriate and maybe what's not. With respect to expense reimbursements, how much of the pastor's personal mobile phone bill can be reimbursed when the church is not providing that phone for business use?
And that's a great question, because the IRS if they ever gave us any huge gift on a platter, this was it a few years ago. And that is when they determined that cell phones could be a working condition fringe benefit if the employer would document that they expected that employee to have a cell phone. So in the church world, especially with our ministers, that's pretty easy. We expect for people to be able to reach out to them and contact them a lot of times because of whatever's happening in their lives. We expect to be able to have our ministers contact each other. So you can write a cell phone policy that says, we expect you to have this cell phone to do your job. And because of that, we're going to pay up to 100% of your bill as long as you're not covering the family. So you have to get a copy of that bill, and you have to make sure you weed off the 5 kids and the wife. And you're only really paying him like an allowance for his or her portion of the bill. And that could be different for different employees. So for instance, we use it a lot in the area for facilities maintenance, because we expect our maintenance people to be out and about and they have to be reachable. I have it with people who travel a lot and do conferences and conventions and religious meetings, because they've got to contact people on a regular basis. So we can work on the cell phone we want to move on, I know, a little bit, but I will tell you, here's the one thing you don't want to say. You don't want the cell phone to be a part of your job offer that says your compensation is $30,000 a year and we'll pay your cell phone. You want your compensation to be defined, and then you want to define the working condition fringe benefits that are also covered: an accountable expense reimbursement plan, a cell phone reimbursement because we expect you to use your phone, or your data plan. So there is a little bit of making sure you use the right verbiage there.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit our website every week or subscribe to our YouTube channel to access every tip in this series. We also invite you to explore Elaine's latest edition of Church Compensation for even more tips just like this.